Welcome back to the COS Business Podcast. My name is Andrew Hasley, and I am the host of the show. I'm going to flip that camera around before we get started. I want to make sure we can see.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here with Matthew Biera.
Yes, sir.
With
yes,
Colorado Junk Removal.
Colorado Junk Removal.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So we were talking a little bit before this. This is a pretty new company, right?
Yes, sir.
Fresh off the cutting block, I think, right?
2021. I got the LLC in 2020.
Yeah.
But it was at the end of December, just so it would show 2020.
Nice.
I got my first job on January 4th.
Okay, sweet. Okay. Well, we'll get started with that interview and we'll dive into it. I just had a little flub up there. I don't know what happened.
It happens. It's okay. It happens to the best of us, Andrew.
Yes. And I'll roll the intro music and we'll get started.
Let's get it.
This is a show where we have real conversations with entrepreneurs and business owners who are mostly in Colorado Springs doing things in the community of Colorado Springs. One of our sponsors for the day is Atmos Planning. Atmos Planning is changing the way business owners and real estate investors are served by the financial services industry. They take an innovative approach with their personal CFO model to help visionaries maximize their net worth, impact, and quality of life. On top of all that, their clients typically save 20 to 30% in taxes, even if they are already working with a CPA or bookkeeper. If you have a goal to reach $1 million in revenue or more, a $1 million plus real estate portfolio, or even $1 million plus in after-tax profit while making an impact on the people around you, then schedule a call today. Their website is atmosplanning.com, A-T-M-O-S planning.com. So yeah, I'm really excited to learn about your business. It's brand new. I'm excited to learn from your perspective. My business is still brand new, so there's still different levels though. I mean, brand new is relative, I guess, because I've been around for 2 years in February, actually, and that's still brand new.
I feel like it's gonna always be brand new.
Yeah.
When you're a business owner, I mean, obviously, I'm only a month in, but everything is new to me now, and it's just gonna be continuing to be new and new and new. When you're growing, you're going to run into hiring new employees. You're going to run into providing insurance for your employees. You're going to run into everything. So it's always going to be a learning experience. But I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for it.
For sure.
I love learning new things, and I hate getting stuck in a rut and getting stuck at a job and feeling like I'm doing all this for nothing. You know, I have no purpose. So I'm super excited to take on this journey, too, and see where it goes.
Yeah, and, you know, new. It's funny you say that, you know, like you're always learning new things because, like, compare a business that's been around for 10 years compared to a business that's been around for 120 years is brand new. You know?
And so they're all still doing it. They're all changing too.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody still gets new operating systems. They get the new payment systems.
It's new, basically. It's just like our skins recycle every, like, however, you know how they say, like, all the cells in your body replenish over, like, 5-10 years or something like that? That's what happens with businesses too, because, you know, there wasn't, you know, social media the way it is today.
It's totally
10 years
different.
ago.
It's totally different. I'm a month in and I'm here doing podcasts with people.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, you would literally, I mean, month in, you're still door knocking.
Yeah.
You know, I door knocked 3 or 4 times and I got a few jobs out of that. And then I started networking and I've gotten jobs out of that, and it's just rolling. For sure. You know, so it is crazy. The business now is totally different than what it would have been 30 years ago.
So you registered in December, the end or beginning of it?
Yeah, December 17th.
December 17th.
Yep.
How long was the idea of boiling before that?
3 days.
3 days?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I asked that question.
Yeah, no. So the idea of running a business has been boiling since I was 7 years old.
Okay.
I mean, when I was a little guy, I was watching the movies, and I'd see the guy up there motivating the crew and motivating the team, and, you know, being a business, that's always
inspired you.
Always was my goal. I never thought I had it in me. You know, there was something holding me back.
Limiting beliefs.
Limiting beliefs, yeah. But that was always my goal. That was always in my heart. So my career journey, you know, I went through management, then I went to AT&T, which was great. I loved it. But, you know, those ruts, I got stuck there. Man, I'm doing the same thing. I've been here for 6 years, making less money, doing the same thing. Customers just come in to complain to me, and I'm okay. I mean, I can handle customers real well, but it weighs on you. And especially when you have such strong beliefs like me. I believe in what I'm doing. And when I'm working, I'm going to take care of the customer. I'm going to work hard. I believe in my name and my stamp. So when I believe in that, I'm just going to go all out for the company I'm working for. When I do that, I'm starting to feel like, oh man, I'm doing this all for AT&T or all for another thing, you know, and I'm still making X amount a year, which is, in my opinion, wasn't worth what I was worth.
Yeah.
You know, so I just always had the bigger goals. So after AT&T, I went 2 years about jumping around small business to small business.
Okay.
Helping them get things going. Now, it wasn't set that way.
Were you an in-store rep at AT&T?
I was, yep. I worked on the Powers location.
Okay, sweet, yeah.
But they asked me, early on, they asked me if I wanted to move up to management and things, and I never wanted to because coming from retail location, I was working a whole lot less hours, a whole lot less responsibility, and I was making more money. So they were asking me, and I'm like, no, like why would I want to?
Yeah.
But then whenever it started like ringing in, hey, I'm doing the same thing. I really do want to grow. I guess it was a little too late, or it just, I don't know. It wasn't right.
So you were trying various jobs for 2 years after that?
Yep. After that, I was doing the two, just various jobs. They weren't hiring me on saying, oh, you're going to be a big part of this company. It was more, I'm hired on as a salesman. But then once they saw my skills and they saw my work ethic and my energy, they would all, oh man, you're going to run the springs. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. And it just all was promises that weren't really going to happen.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily think they did it on purpose, but the direction of the business wasn't growing how they thought or whatever.
And it also wasn't aligning with your goals.
And it wasn't aligned with my goals. So for me, it was like, okay, if I'm out here, you know, growing these businesses, why don't I do that for myself? I've always wanted to be a business owner. It's in my heart. It's in my goal. And the reason I've been working with these small companies is because I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be a huge part of this, you know, and then it just dawned on me. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. You know, I started seeing all those small businesses and it just kept motivating me and really making me realize I can do this. And I saw a junk removal video. I never knew what it was going to be. It didn't matter what it was.
Was it on TikTok?
No, it was on YouTube.
Okay.
But it didn't matter what ice cream business was business to me. That's what it is. So it didn't matter what it was, but the junk removal, I saw the video and I said, dude, I'm going for it.
What was the video?
It was Matt and JoJo, Sonoma Strong Hauling. So Ray is the entrepreneur. It was actually his video. What he does is he would go around he started out just with vending machines. So he would start off his own small business, how it would grow, and he would get locations. Well, he started getting popular and he started growing to where now he does interviews for other companies. So he'll interview the small business and says, oh my goodness, I can't believe you make so much money in car detailing. Or, I can't believe you make. So he'll go around at roofer, whatever, different businesses.
Okay.
So he's like, oh man, y'all entrepreneurs, this and this, and real motivating. So I've always watched him. I've watched him for about 2 years now.
Nice.
And I love him. And he had Matt and JoJo on the show. Matt and JoJo from Sonoma Strong Hauling. Okay. They're out of California.
Nice.
And that's where it was. I said,
you seen and he was kind of like breaking down their businesses too in each episode? Each video?
He doesn't go too far into like super detail, but he does the gist. So you get the day in the life of them. So they'll go around the job sites, and then they'll break down money, but not like super exact. But you do get a gist, and you do realize, okay, they're making some money. But obviously, whenever $600 for that day, without it being a business owner, you don't really think, oh man, what about the marketing? What about the this? What about the that? What about that?
Why junk removal? Out of all the other videos you've seen of his, why did the junk removal one call to you?
Because I had a truck.
Okay, I got you.
No, so
a big truck.
I have a Toyota Tundra, and I knew if I was going to go in and do this, I was going to be getting a dump truck because more money. I mean, you can get more money, more business, all that good stuff. But really, I don't know what touched me about it. I don't know.
It felt right.
It felt right. It clicked. It felt right, and it said, hey, you can do this, and go for it. So with these small businesses, I've had to learn multiple things. I'm learning about foundations. I'm learning about hail damage. I'm learning about roofs. Whatever.
Why is that?
Because I go to another job.
Oh, yes. So you bring the dumpsters for a lot of these businesses? Is that what's going on?
No. What I'm saying is when I was when I was working for those small businesses.
Oh, okay. I got a little ahead of myself.
No, you're okay. You're okay. When I was working for those small businesses, I was learning all these different things, right? And it takes time to learn, and I'm not the quickest. I don't pick up on things the super fastest, but once I catch on, I catch on.
That's how I am too.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing all these other things. I said the junk removal. I can learn this. I can learn. I can put my time in. I can figure it out, and it's something that I can really do. And like I said, you know, I'm not answering. It's not about answering to anybody, but it's about knowing the right thing is going to happen. Whenever I had to answer to somebody, then, you know, I say, hey, yeah, this is going to happen to a customer. Well, then I let the person ahead of me, hey, this is what I told them. I got to rely on them to say, hey, yeah, that is going to happen. And with me, if I say something, I'm going to do it. That's what I said I'm going to do. So I just hate having to rely on other people. It's not about owning the business or anything like that. It's really, now I know, and now I'm super comfortable with what I say is going to get done is going to get done.
You can feel proud of your guarantee.
I can feel proud of my guarantee. Well said, Andrew.
Yeah. So when you're growing and you have teams, you're gonna have to relinquish some of that trust onto them.
I am.
That's one of the things about like being a business owner I've learned, and something that I want to implement more in 2021 is relinquishing that trust and, you know, building a team.
Right.
That's what I want to do, and I haven't yet. I've just been, you know, lone wolf doing it myself.
I don't know when I lost trust, but I lost trust at an early age.
Okay.
And so it's hard for me as well. But I think the key, because I've as a manager, I mean, I had a few people under me, and you know, whenever I first got it, I was a young rookie manager. My trainer was a pretty hard sergeant kind of manager. He wasn't a sergeant, but that's how he managed his ship, and it was amazing. I loved it.
Nice.
Everything ran well. Everything was smooth, but everybody hated him. You know, everybody. So I saw it, and I was like, man, this is great, but there's no energy behind, you know, but the business is running good. I love it. So whenever I came out from training, I go and I try to take on that aspect, and I'm like, oh, we got to do things this, we got to do it like this, we got to do it like this, this. And I had 4 or 5 people just quit right away, and, you know, it just wasn't working out. Maybe 3 or 4 months into it, it clicked, and I just started being myself. And I mean, I feel like you start building dedication behind with your employees.
It's relationships.
It's relationships. It is.
Yeah, and they got to believe in it too. You know, I think.
So my plan on growing is, you know, getting people that can believe in it as well. And I plan on paying well, because my first job I ever got, not my first job, but my first non-commissioned job. I sold newspapers door to door at my first job. Nice. But my first non-commissioned job,
That's an entrepreneurial thing.
Oh, I loved it. It gives you all kinds of experience.
Yeah, it does.
Communication skills go through the roof.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So my first non-commissioned job, I was at a fast food restaurant, and the guy they hired and they paid, like, I want to say $1 more than any other fast food restaurant. And I asked him, so he goes, hey, man, you did great, this and this. We're going to ask you to join the team, this and this. He goes, you got any good questions for me? And I go, yeah, I mean, I'm curious to know why y'all pay more than others. And he goes, because we pay for talent, and we expect more out of you. So if I pay you more, then I can demand more out of you. And, you know, I mean, we are a team here. And, you know, he went in and just explained it a little bit better to me. And it really touched me. It really meant a lot to me, because I said, you know what, I'm going to come into this job and I'm going to work hard and I'm going to be a part of this family, you know. And it did. You know, he answered me straight up, and I could tell he wasn't playing around. I could tell he's going to ask me to do some work, and he expects me to do the work, but he's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And so I've tried to take that aspect on, and it's been working.
Our next sponsor is Vehement Visuals, my video production company. What we do at Vehement Visuals is help businesses develop strategies to start producing and using video in the most effective way for them. So how can we use video to help your business, you might ask? We know that success may mean something different for every client. That's why we have an intake process and gather as much information as we can, so that we can help determine the best ways to start using video in your company. Our aim is to solve real problems and help your business succeed. We dive deep and analyze what it's going to take to help your business achieve success with video. It's powerful stuff, man. Are you still doing everything yourself right now?
I have a few helping hands as far as labor wise, but every job I am a part of. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I want to get it to a point where I have a manager, and I have a meeting with somebody tomorrow that we're gonna really get in depth about. But I don't want to get ahead of myself either. I don't want to.
I mean, you're only like a month and a half in.
I am. Yeah.
like 2 months in. Yeah.
But that's how I operate, man.
Yeah.
I try to. I can. If I can justify it, it makes sense. Like right now, before I started, I wasn't making no money. Okay. So now I'm still, like, my first month in, I didn't make any money, but it was okay because I didn't spend no money. I didn't spend any out of my personal account.
Yeah.
So the business account still had a little bit of money in it. I was paying for my own gas, going out to eat, networking, all that other stuff. And I didn't make no money, but I still made money, in my opinion.
Okay.
So the way I look at it is, when I grow, again, me not making any money, I got to start making some. I'm going to pay myself $500 a week is my plan.
Good.
But once I get to that, why get greedy and then make it $1,000 a week or $2,000 a week? Why not grow further?
Yeah,
why not?
Exactly. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Why not expand? Why not hire someone and give him the extra or whatever, or even take a cut at that point? Now I'm at 500. You know what? I was doing okay when I wasn't making no money. I'll put that 500 towards somebody else, help build him, help build the crew, and then help build the company. So now, then once I get back to another 500, then I can do it again. So I think what holds people back, and this, again, this is just my thought process, is, you start making a little bit of money, and then it starts rolling in, and then you're like, wow, this is nice. And then maybe 2-3 months into it.
Gary Vee says people get fancy.
You get fancy. Yeah. And, well, not only that, you'll get comfortable too. If you're at 6 months into it and all of a sudden I'm just going to throw a number out there, $5,000 a month. If I'm making and that's a lot of money to me. I've never seen nothing like that, So if I'm making $5,000 a month, then I could see myself getting comfortable and not, so why even risk it? Why even get to that point? If my goal is to build this, why not build it? Have a few crews and then take on a little. Okay, now I can pay myself $700 a week.
Yeah.
Or now I can pay myself $800 a week or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then put back into the business.
Everything's going back into the business. But also I don't want to
trap yourself.
I don't want to hinder the quality of work either.
Okay.
People, I mean, it is just junk removal, but we're out there, we're entertaining the customer, we're having a good time, we're talking with them, we're working hard and fast while we're doing it, So I don't want to hire a lot of people and then them just not care, That will ruin the reputation of Colorado.
You're building the business,
You're building the business, yeah.
So how did you get that first job in January?
So, too cool, man. I joined all these groups. So obviously I'm trying to join networking groups, and I've joined the Colorado Springs networking group, and I joined some junk removal groups as well on Facebook. Okay. And one of the guys was from Aurora, Colorado. Okay. Rocky's Clean Out. Dominic, he's great owner. So I reached out to him, and I noticed him in the group, and I reached out and I said, hey, I'm from the Springs. I'm starting up. If you got any pointers or any idea, this and this. And we talked probably about an hour on the phone. Hell yeah. And we had a good time. Yeah. And after we hung up, I want to say 30 minutes, he texted me. He goes, hey, go get him. And he sent me a job. He said, this is too far for me. I don't go. It was in Larkspur. My first job, I was running over there.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. So I went, it was a bunch of boxes. They had just moved in. Crazy amount of boxes. They were all broken down, but I'm thinking, okay, cool, just boxes. I went with just my pickup truck. I couldn't fit them in the truck.
Oh, no.
I pulled up and she goes,
that's experience.
Oh, yeah, hey, you live and you learn. I had a good time with it, too. I pulled up and she goes, I'm afraid that you might not have enough room.
So you did 2 trips.
Yeah, I had to rent a U-Haul and go for the second trip.
Oh, that many boxes?
That many. If I didn't get a U-Haul, I would have.
What is it, a mansion?
It was huge. I probably would have had 3 or 4 trips on the truck.
Okay.
Yeah. Which at that point it wouldn't have been worth it because it was in Larkspur, so to take them and go back and forth. So I just ended up getting the U-Haul. But again, it was a great learning experience because to me, it kind of justified me buying that trailer.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, now I can get bigger jobs. I'm going to get jobs. I know I am. And then, excuse me, I actually bought the trailer to push myself.
Yeah.
Because I said,
you bought it before you were ready.
I bought it before I was ready.
I got this location before I was ready.
Yeah, I bought it to push myself. So I said, hey, I've been door knocking for other companies. If I have a trailer and I have the capability, why don't I go door knocking for myself? You know? So I went door knocking, got a few jobs before I got the trailer, but still I thought, hey, if I'm not getting jobs.
Did you cut lawns as a kid?
A few, but not a much. No,
I remember that's when I was door knocking.
Yeah. Hey, too cool, man. Too cool.
Yeah.
If you got the hustle in you, you got the hustle in you.
Yeah.
I love the hustle, man. I will overpay, and don't put this in the podcast.
we don't cut it, so you might not want to say it.
I will overpay for hustle, man. Like we went to the Dominican, and this guy was like just, I mean, it was a cheap little bracelet that little rope wrap bracelet. He was like, $5. I was like, nah, man, nah. But he just kept chopping it up with us. We were having a good time. I said, man, here, give me the dang bracelet, man. Give me the bracelet. So that's just how I am. I love the hustle. I appreciate
I dig it as well.
Good for you, man. Cool.
Yeah. So with your business, what so far, 3 months in, 2.5 or 3?
Probably 2.
Yeah.
A month and a half, 2 months.
What do you think are some of your biggest struggles that you're facing right now? Biggest challenges, I will say.
Everything's went real smooth.
Okay.
Everything has really went smooth. I think my challenges are not knowing the ins and outs of like the hiring process and stuff, because I am getting to that point where I want to hire on my helpers full time. So not knowing that, and I guess. Okay, that helped me. That helped me figure out the biggest challenge.
Yeah,
thinking
it through.
Yeah, doing everything that I need to do. So networking is super important. I wish I could network all day.
Yeah.
I wish I could go out and represent my company all day.
And you're doing it in a COVID world.
Right.
You didn't even get to see what it was like before COVID.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, not only that, but then like the door knocking. Whenever I did it before COVID, you're getting 1 out of every 10 houses. Now with COVID, man, everybody was home. It was great. Hey, I'm just giving you a flyer.
Okay, so there's some benefits. There's some pros and cons.
Yeah. But where was I headed?
Some of the challenges.
Oh yeah, so just doing everything I need to do. I want to do networking. I need to do work. I can't network if I'm not making money. So I got to do the labor. The locations, finding places for like recycling and stuff. I've been trying to get more connections instead of the big companies. I'm trying to reach out to like people on Facebook and stuff and see if they want to take metal or anything like that, because I don't have the time to really sort it. I wouldn't mind donating. I mean, I've been doing as much as I can. We want to be recycle as much as possible, but I would rather have someone go, with a washing machine. Hey, you want it? Take it, it's all yours. I'm helping somebody out. They're helping me out. And it's just working out better for the environment, for the small businesses, for the community. I'd much rather do that than just go dump it somewhere.
Yeah.
Much rather.
So what's your plans on that, you think?
I've just been reaching out to smaller people and seeing if they have any interest. I haven't really gotten any, but maybe with this podcast, maybe getting it out there, getting the word out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I think this is a great idea too. I have a great business idea. If anybody wants to reach out to me, I don't want to do the business, but we would partner together and I would basically be giving you business right away.
Okay.
But I don't want to do it. I don't really want anything to do with it, but I'd be able to provide business for you right away. If anybody has an idea, wants to take on a business venture, let me know. And I'll throw you the idea.
You don't want to share it right now?
I mean, I guess I don't mind. It'd be a recycling center on east side of town.
Okay.
So everything is on west side.
You're saying that there's demand for it.
There's demand for it. Everything is on west side. They have, so right now, what we do for our mattresses, they're, the cheapest place we can get rid of them is $20. You take it, you drop it off for $20. Anybody can do that. I can do that as a business. You can do that as a personal. You're just tired of your mattress, but it's going to cost you $20 to go take that to the recycling center. So we charge $50 a mattress to go pick them up and take them to the recycling center for you. Well, we get mattresses all day long. all day long. And people that don't want to pay for us to come pick it up, it's okay. They can go donate it. That's fine. My service isn't for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they do, then great. I have that opportunity. But if we had something on the east side, why do we got to drive to the west side of town to drop off our mattresses?
That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. And there's a huge demand for it. And it doesn't, and I'm just thinking start with mattresses. You can do mattresses, boxes, whatever you want. I don't care to know about the recycling industry.
Yeah.
I want to know about the junk and I want to run my business.
Yeah.
I want someone else to do it, but I think it's a great idea for the east side of town. We can get it, and I would rather partner up with someone so I can go drop my mattresses off for free.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, for sure. And maybe you could even work out some deals with the company, you know, like I'm going to bring this many mattresses for you. Can I get a discount?
Right.
You know, so.
Well, I've tried with current companies and they're not having it. So,
Okay.
and I'm okay with, to each their own. If they don't want to do a deal with me, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, but it's got my wheels turning like, hey, maybe I should do one on the east side then. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah.
And there is demand for it on the east side, and it's only growing more.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's prolific is what I meant. Yeah.
Yep.
So did you have any business mentors or business coaches with this?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did you go to SBDC? What did you do to prepare?
Just my life experiences.
Okay.
I mean, from management to working to these small businesses, that's where my preparation was. I've always known I wanted to do a business, so I know most of the steps. I don't know everything, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
But I felt like I had a good grasp of it. You know, I'm not just putting my name out on Google and saying, hey, come hire me. You know, I got the LLC, I'm getting the insurance, or I got the insurances, I got all the stuff that needs to be, to my knowledge at least.
Yeah, for sure.
I got everything in place. So, you know, it really, I took it on as a challenge. So I didn't have, I guess if you want, I could use my dad, you know, as a mentor. Growing up, he was a district manager of an insurance company, and he would do the convention center speeches and motivate everybody and everything like that. So he taught me a lot growing up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He's sounds like entrepreneurs in your blood.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, I think it's Zig Ziglar who does the PMA, positive mental attitude.
I've heard of him, but I haven't really dug deep into Zig Ziglar.
Well, my dad lived by that positive mental attitude. That was like their slogan at work. How's your PMA? Terrific.
PMA. Nice.
How's your PMA? Terrific. That's what they would do. And man, we'd be down and pouting, and Dad would say, "How's your PMA?" You know.
Yeah.
Terrific or whatever.
Yeah, I get you.
But man, it instilled it into me. You know, being positive, having the positive outlook. Things happen.
Well, that's what triggers. I mean, that's actually a proven way for me from experience to get rid of those negative, you know, if you're feeling crappy kind of thoughts, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy how just what you're thinking about can shift your mood.
100%.
Like, yeah. Let me hit these buttons real quick.
Yep.
So are you from Colorado Springs?
No, I'm from Texas.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, I've been in Texas. I grew up in Texas, and I've been here 7 years, though. So
Okay, what part of Texas?
San Angelo, it's in between Abilene and Midland. They consider it West Texas, kind of the heart.
Okay,
Pretty
like
close.
right in the center?
Yeah, pretty close.
Okay.
It's a little west of the center.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sun is creeping up on us. I got some cool patterns going on right there.
There you go.
But yeah, man. That this whole time I'm like, there's an accent in there somewhere. Do you notice it?
No, not really.
I don't think so either.
No.
It's subtle. I mean, it really is. But I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, so I'm sure I have some kind of subtle accent too. You know, and where I'm from, we just call it normal.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man. So. Is there anything you'd like to promote today on today's episode?
No, I mean, I guess just the business, Colorado Junk Removal. If you have any junk you want to get removed, give us a call. We don't only provide junk removal, we provide great customer service with it. You'll have a good time while we're working hard.
What does junk removal mean? What does that encompass?
So anything that you consider junk.
Okay.
I don't care if I consider it. It's all junk to me.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you consider it junk, then it's junk. A brand new treadmill we've taken, I mean, it looked brand new. It probably wasn't, but we've taken all kinds of stuff. Like, to me, I'll look at it and I'm like, whoa, I would have just resold this or given this to my neighbor or something. Yeah. You know, and that's why I said, you know, not all my services ain't for everybody, because some people will resell it or do something. But, you know, we have a service out there and people like it, you know? So anything that you consider junk. Now, we won't take hazardous material, no paints, oils, things like that. But, you know, computers, mattresses, sofas, desks, anything and everything. We'll actually do some light demo, you know, carpet removal. We can do that for you. Sheds.
You remove the carpets?
We can remove the carpet.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sheds and small demo in the back. We can do. We're not licensed for any house demo or anything like that, but definitely can help out with all the
demo
small
meaning
projects.
demolish.
Yeah. Like sheds, we've demolished full sheds and taken them out. Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
Okay, sweet. Well, man, yeah, it's been great having you on the show, man. I can't wait to get you back on the show and see where you are in 6 months.
I can't wait either. I'm super excited.
Well, sweet, man. We'll wrap this up. This has been the COS Business Podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Have a good one.
All right. If you'd like me to read an ad script at the beginning of every episode, or in the middle, or at the end, promoting your business, then reach out to cosbusinesspodcast@gmail.com, or reach out to me directly, Andrew Hasley.